Hello, vinyl community. It's Bill here again. And this time I'm going to be showing recent acquisitions, or almost on a corporate basis, the Q1 results. So first 3 months of the year, what did I add to the collection? So here goes. So a reasonable selection. I hope you enjoy. So first up, we have a jazz classic from John Coltrane, both directions at once. And it's also been sort of subtitled the Lost album. These recordings were done in March '63, so they're almost 60 years old. And it's a mix of ballads and some avant-garde numbers. The sound quality on this is great. The packaging is great as well. So you've got a double album, and do they call it die cut to these triangles? And as you pull it out, you get inner sleeves with photographs of John Coltrane. Not sure if the other members of the band are on. No, I think it's all of John himself. But the band were exceptional. We have McCoy Turner on piano, Jimmy Garrison on bass, and the wonderful drummer Elvin Jones makes up the quartet. Of course, you've got John Coltrane on tenor, saxophone, and alto sax, I'm sure. The other thing you get with the packaging is all the blurb about the Lost album. Sometimes difficult to read, white on black. And then on the reverse, you've got a great poster showing John Coltrane in the background. And yeah, you can see Elvin Jones' drum kit to the fore there. So really pleased to get this one. Got it from my friends at Chameleon in Aberdeen. And there's another record that I will show. So Chameleon are now doing sort of online ordering, and then Michael comes round in his car rather than an ice cream van for his mobile drop-off. So really good service. So thanks, Michael, for that. And then another album I got was Black Star by David Bowie. Again, die cut packaging. This is a nightmare for friends of mine that have, seeing challenges, because it's black on black. So, yeah. But yeah, nice sort of cosmos stars photograph, and a portrait of David Bowie as well. So you've got songs Black Star, Lazarus, Sue, Dollar Days, and it's a pity she is what's that word that comes after that? But this is Bowie reconnected with Tony Visconti, who was the producer of many of his early 70s records. And yeah, Bowie on vocals doing some wonderful evocative songs, and accompanied by a sort of modern day avant-garde jazz band, including Donnie McCaslin on saxophone and Jason Lindner on piano. Really fantastic record. I think that Black Star, I might be pushing my neck out here, I think it might be one of my top 10, well, my top 5 Bowie albums. I really love that album. I don't know if it's an emotional contact with the album, given that he died within days of it being released. Indeed, I bought a CD copy of Hunky Dory about 3 days before his death, and it came as a complete shock. What a wonderful legacy Bowie has left. Next up, Raising Sand, Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, doing duets a la Graham Parsons and Emmylou Harris, or very evocative of early Everly Brothers as well. So really nice album, this trackless thing. Side 2 is extremely strong. I think Gone, 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 Done Me Wrong, or Done Moved On, and Please Read the Letter are outstanding tracks from this album. There, as well as duets, there are some tracks that are just solo Alison Krauss, who's a wonderful country singer with a great band, Union Station, if you're unfamiliar with her work. We've also got Fortune Teller on this, which is a song that's been done by The Who, The Stones, various, well, just about all the mainstream bands of the 60s. They've all done versions of Fortune Teller. But this is really nice. And yeah, I think there's, all the lyrics are here and some nice photographs of the band and Alison and Robert. And I was just going to check who plays the electric guitar, and a lot of these is T-Bone Burnett. Fantastic guitarist, but the whole band, all the band on this album are musicians at their peak. Great album, this. 2007 it was originally released. This one's on sort of grey vinyl. Really nice addition to the collection. And then I made a video about my Jack White connection and White Stripes. So I had to fill some gaps in my White Stripes collection because a number of them were CD versions that I had, so I didn't have the vinyl. So I wanted to plug those gaps. So I made a start in the first 3 months of this year. So had this on CD already, and it's Icky Thump. And yeah, Conquest is one of the great tracks on here, as well as Rag and Bone, and the lyrics on Effect and Cause are fantastic, really good. So Jack and Meg in their pearly king and queen outfits, and yeah, wonderful sort of branded, the black and white and red limited palette for White Stripes albums. And then I had Elephant with Seven Nation Army. I had that on CD, but I had to get the original pressing of Elephant on vinyl. So great tracks here again. Seven Nation Army, Black Math. There's Ball and Biscuit on this, and Is It True That We Love One Another, Bill. Little Acorns is a fantastic track. Yeah, side 3 is really good because Little Acorns follows the hardest button to button. So some fantastic songs on this. And yeah, Meg's standing on a stool with a white mouse running across the floor. Yeah. And Jack in his red cowboy outfit, would you say? Really good album. And then I had one of my fellow YouTube contributors asking me about the pressing and the sound quality on this new collection, the White Stripes Greatest Hits. I did explain that my hi-fi system isn't the top end of top end systems like some of the ones I've seen on music room tours on YouTube, but I really enjoy the quality that I've got with my project turntable, my Denon amp, etc. But I thought the sound on this was really good. Gatefold again, with some great photos of the White Stripes in the early 2000s. And yeah, you can see that the tracks on here are, as it says on the tin, the best of the White Stripes, or the greatest hits. So it's got, yeah, Conquest, Jolene, Ball and Biscuit, and yeah, finishes on a high with the great anthem, Seven Nation Army, which I'm still not sure whether I got 7 points from Richard McCook on the Nations one. I'm sure he would have given me 0 point for Seven Nation Army, but it was good fun making that video anyway. Fell in Love with a Girl, Hello Operator, Hotel Yorba's on here. Yeah, just fantastic collection of songs from a first-rate band. Now, I'm coming back to Scotland now, and I'm showing 2 albums with one of Scotland's greatest sons in the music world, Gerry Rafferty, and Snakes and Ladders. And yeah, this has got some really good songs on it. The Royal Mile, Bring It All Home, Don't Close the Door, and I'm trying to think what the single was for this. The illustrations on Gerry Rafferty's albums, or a lot of them, are by John Patrick Byrne. I think he was also involved in the stage play, or the screenplay for a great sort of rock and roll based TV caper that featured Emma Thompson and Robbie Coltrane, and it was called Tutti Frutti. So I think John Byrne had a hand in that as well. He's a great artist. That's his main line of work. He sometimes does painted guitars, acoustic guitars, and does paint work on them. So check out the artwork of John Patrick Byrne. I think he signs his artwork Patrick, but John Byrne. So that's Snakes and Ladders. And then I've also got Night Owl, and the hit single from here was Get It Right Next Time. But yeah, lots of strong songs on here. Days Gone Down, Night Owl, Already Gone, The Tourists, Take the Money and Run. I'm not sure, yeah, this was produced by Hugh Murphy and Gerry Rafferty. One of Gerry's albums, they involved Lieber and Stoller, the great hit makers for rock and roll. Lots of tracks by Elvis and others. Yeah, they did they wrote a lot of the rock and roll standards. I think Jailhouse Rock was one of their big hits, and the others don't spring to mind. So you've caught me out there. So yes, so I think Lieber and Stoller were on a TV interview, and they were asked how it was working with Jerry Rafferty, and would they like to do more work with him? And I think they replied that they would politely decline. I think it must have been a really difficult working relationship. But the output of Jerry Rafferty is fantastic. He's got one of these great Scottish voices. And of course, he was part of the Humble Bums with Billy Connolly, and also with Joe Egan in Stealers Wheel, Stuck in the Middle with You. So yeah, he's got a fantastic back catalogue. So I was really pleased to get both of these via Discogs for about a $5 each, a little bit more for the postage and packaging. So I'm delighted to have those added to the collection. And then I've got some CD box sets to show. And the first one is the Rolling Stones, the Broadcast Archives. And this is a 6 CD set. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to read the titles here, but these are tracks that are songs, tunes that the Rolling Stones did on the radio, I think between 65 and 68. Now, the annoying thing with this really good collection is there's no liner notes. You've got all the track listing, but apart from that, you know, you've got some sort of monochrome photographs of the Stones, and then the 6 CDs. But there's nothing to say which radio station put out these. And so that's a bit disappointing. And I don't know which, the dates of the broadcasts in CD 1 to 6. But there's some really good renditions. The Rolling Stones at their sort of blues rock best, and great vocals by Jagger, and great guitar work by Keith and Brian, and then you have Charlie and Bill Wyman doing the rhythm section for the drums and bass. But there are some repeats. So you've got, I think, Carol and Come On and Last Time are maybe repeated. And we've got a couple of versions of 2120 South Michigan Avenue, and you've got Route 66. But yeah, Little by Little, High Heel Sneakers, Last Time, Play with Fire, Down Home Girl, Satisfaction's on here as well, and I Can't Be Satisfied, and Confessing the Blues, which they reprised on their last studio album, the great one with the blue cover, fantastic blues, the Stones back to the roots on that. And there's also Crawdad and Little Red Rooster, Off the Hook, Around and Around. So good collection. duff, notes and no little booklet telling me. That's a wee bit disappointing, but the quality of the music is great. And then I was doing this shopping in Sainsbury's in Aberdeen. Other supermarkets are available, and I often go and see what they have in the CD section, and spotted this limited edition Dire Straits 6 studio albums, 1978 to 1991. So I did have the Making Movies album on vinyl, and I do have a greatest hits. But yeah, when you open the box, take the money or open the box, you get mini sleeves, reproductions, but at CD format of each of the albums. So there's another 3 in here. Love Over Gold. Do we blame this one? This is the album that launched CD sales with MTV Anthem, Money for Nothing, and yeah, Brothers in Arms as well, and the front cover showing a national guitar, and the rear cover, a guitar painting. I don't think that's by John Patrick Byrne, but I don't know for certain. So yeah, some great tracks with Mark Knopfler and David Knopfler, John Isley and Pick Withers on drums. Dire Straits, and a 6 CD set for £15, which I think is extremely good value. So, and then another box set. This is Bebop Spoken Here. And I got this on Discogs for a very reasonable price. And you have 4 CDs, plus a nice little booklet. This is on the proper label. Lots of photographs of these jazz artists, Bud Powell, and it's, yeah, really good summary of the bebop era. So I'll just read a few of the artists and songs. We've got Dexter Gordon and The Chase. You got Coleman Hawkins and his orchestra, Dizzy Gillespie and his all-star quintet doing Hot House, and you've got Billy Eckstein and his orchestra doing Opus 10. So there's a lot of Dizzy Gillespie on this, because Dizzy on trumpet and Charlie Parker on sax were the main guys as far as bebop was concerned. But you've also got the Charlie Parker Quintet doing Scrapple from the Apple, Thelonious Monk, In Walked Bud. On the 3rd disc, we've got Claude Thornhill and his orchestra and the Yardbird Suite. And yeah, Charlie Barnett and his orchestra bebop spoken here. And there's some Sarah Vaughan vocals, and yeah, a really good eclectic, well, eclectic within the sub-genre of bebop jazz. And yeah, 56-page booklet. So, and one of these ones that I go to when we're looking for answers to some of Richard McCook's challenges. So yeah, bebop spoken here. So that's me finished with showing my acquisitions for Q1 2021. I know we haven't got to the end of March, but I've spent a fortune already, so I'll limit my next purchase to April. So there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this one. I'll be back for another video soon, and great talking to you. Bye just now.